Ladies and gentlemen, now today I got a little bit carried away. I was thinking, am I really the whale sin of spending if I don't go back into the Derieri banner and get her 6-6 the very first day? So I might have accidentally went 1,800 gems deep, but now we have a 6-6 red Derieri. We've also sorted out her a full UR set. So yeah, she's got crazy attack, man. Really is ridiculous. But I think she's such a worthwhile investment for all sorts of content that, you know, I just wanted to do it. I wanted to get it over and done with, but especially the brand new final boss. We have Meliodas and Liz today, and this boss you can do with Jericho. It's possible to get a really good score, and it's essentially the same strategy that we're using of Merlin, Gotha, and also Deri, but just in the place of Deri, you're going to have Jericho instead. I think I briefly saw some clips from Spam and Rice this morning as well, where instead of Jericho, he went super budget and did like SR Erin. So yeah, that's somewhere knocking about on YouTube if you want to check it out. But there are plenty of options. You kind of just need Gotha, a freeze champion. I imagine like Gustav would work in place of Merlin because essentially they're exactly the same character. Merlin just has better stats and a harder hitting ult in comparison. Now, in terms of what you're trying to do in this fight, first off, you want to kill that Meliodas as quickly as you possibly can. It's a very important thing, just because he's going to constantly cleave. And if you want that Big Daddy score, what you need to do is once he's dead, you got to build up Gotha's passive, because every turn that Gotha doesn't get hit, he's going to give all allies 10% more attack. So yeah, this is really crazy. But basically, on your third turn, you want to have some sort of play ready to KO that Meliodas there. Now, Deri is so incredibly good. That just with a couple of buffs, she can one-shot this Meliodas. Certain other characters you might need to combo in a Merlin freeze as well to get him down, because he is a bit of a chunky boy. But you know, it really depends on your opening draw and exactly what you get. But the important thing is you get Meliodas down, ideally before he uses his ultimate, just because it's going to make stuff much easier. And then it becomes a bit of a grind fest on the Elizabeth after that. It's all about kind of, when you're playing Derieri, trying to use as many skills on her as possible, while also praying that she doesn't hit Derieri to remove Derieri's buffs, because she does have the Nullify card that Green Elizabeth does, and we do get a little bit screwed over by that, but also we get some crazy RNG that also bounces the fight back in a very good way. But one thing as well, when you're playing Deri, man, if you have a single turn where you don't use a Derieri card, then you lose all of her attack bonus buffs, and this is just a terrible time. So you've got to line it up so you save at least one card every single turn, and that way you can pretty much 100% ensure that you're just going to refresh the buffs, so that's a really good time. Toward the right of my hand, I've got two Merlin freezes and also an upgraded Derieri gold card. I'm saving that gold card for kind of the final phase nuke. Here, I was a little bit salty because she went straight for my Derieri, stripped the buffs away, so yeah, that wasn't a good time. I think if I'd frozen her with one of the silver cards last turn, in hindsight, that would have been a slightly better play. However, RNG and Deri card draw was massively in my favor after this and just worked out so incredibly well. But here, I want her to use her ultimate and next turn ability, so I cancel the freeze, just due to the fact that I need to freeze 2 buffs off of her before I push the next phase, and also get 3 additional stacks on Gotha's passive as well. But also, we want to start building up the combo and the buffs on Deri. So here, I was going a bit back and forth on this play because I felt like everything was a bit wasted, but I decided here just to take the plunge and upgrade Merlin's freeze. Maybe in hindsight, I should have merged the freeze, but it really didn't matter too much. Like, once you're really into this fight and you've got a golden Deri buff in hand, the only thing you need to do if you're running this character is just make sure you've got a golden freeze ready for that final turn. Now, next turn, I got 1 Deri card in hand. I got loads of freezes, man. Far too many freezes. So here we go for a Deri swipe and then into a double freeze. I don't want to use the golden one, just because that's going to freeze for the next turn. And then, you know, we might run the risk of accidentally killing her a little bit too early. So we need to hold on to those for the final KO on this, and also the KO in the final phase as well. But yeah, this also locks her out of attacking into us, which is very nice. The fact that you can freeze Liz in this encounter, man, and also Meliodas as well to combo in damage, I think makes this probably one of the easiest and cheesy final bosses for most players to deal with. As long as you go in with like a freeze character, man, you'll go through as well. There are just so many different setups and characters that can work for this one. So yeah, let me know in the comments section below, do you think this is the easiest final boss? Because in all honesty, man, I can't think of a final boss that is mechanically like more straightforward than this, because it's just a goddamn cheese fiesta toward this middle bit. You know, you've got plenty of time going into that final phase if you can get Meliodas down, just to build up all of the cards, all of the ultimates you need to like completely rinse off and finish the fight. Because Liz, you know, aside from removing debuffs and healing lots, she really isn't too much of a threat. There's not too much going on with her. Now at this point we've got everything ready to push the final phase, so I think we just go for it. We have 5 Deri buffs active at the moment, so off the overall damage we're actually missing 3 of them at the end. So that's why I think the score can be a fair bit higher and potentially go up to about 5,000 with like god tier perfect RNG on this fight. But again, it's going to take a lot of practice, a lot of running, and a lot of really good draw in order to achieve that. But we push the final phase while also getting Merlin to her ultimate. So if you are a bit of a whale, or you've just got really lucky and you have a 6/6 red Merlin and you've sorted out your UR gear for Merlin and have like an attack set on the association, that's Arthur, then you can actually one-shot the Elizabeth with Merlin's ult. So the plan in the final phase is golden freeze Meliodas, lunge in with that massive Derieri ult, pray to God that you just get some massive crit, and then yeah, one-shot Liz, finish the fight. So we fire off the freeze here, we go for Deri's ult, man, and it comes back 3.9 million there, so some crazy good damage, and then we just clap the Liz with a 250k red Merlin ultimate. So yeah, after that I was pretty gassed, man. It was a good run. It could have been a little bit better, I think, if we had just frozen instead of trying to ride it out and go for additional Deri buffs. I reckon we could be about 4.6k now. So I thought we'd go for one more fun run to try and see if we can match or improve our score. Ideally improve by a pretty substantial amount. That would be perfect. But yeah, let's see what we're up against, man. In terms of the RNG here, it's all about that Liz RNG. We need her to like never attack and remove buffs, and us to get loads of Derieri cards. Okay, that's great. That's a really good start. I think what we'll do is we'll go for... I think we just go for double swipe here, initially. Then I'm going to chuck out the Merlin card as well. Just going to dump that on Meliodas. Just because I was thinking about using the buff, but I see Liz has an attack card, so she could remove the buffs straight off Deri, and that would suck massive eggs. Okay, that's really good draw on the freeze RNG, but I need more Derieri cards, man. We need to rush Deri's ult as well, so I need to move around this buff once, and then we need to use it. Oh no, instantly gone, bro. That's so unlucky, man. That's so unlucky. Okay, it's not the end of the world, I guess, because we can still have a bit of fun. Let's upgrade Merlin. I don't think the ultimate one-shots anybody. It's just going to be a bit annoying. I think he always chooses Gotha. Oh, no, not always chooses Gotha. Lots of ignites on Derieri there. Okay. So here, let's get the Meliodas down, and let's go for this. And this. Okay, we just need to draw lots of Derieri cards. We've got all the freezes we need. We've got all the upgrades we need. Arguably a few too many upgrades. Okay, that's good. Okay, right, we can freeze at the end of this turn, so that's a pretty good time. I think we slash in. Do I want to upgrade everything? Not really. I think we just go for a single upgrade on Deri. Got like a bit too many upgrades, and I don't want like golden freeze lock. Liz here. I just need one gold freeze. That's all I need to finish off. So yeah, how many stats does Gotha have? Maybe one at the moment? Okay, we still got to stay in this phase for a while, so yeah, I reckon we just go for this for now. Come on, another Deri swipe, please. Yes. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, we don't need to freeze this turn. So... I don't really want to use that upgrade card. I think we might as well, though. Yeah, we got to go for it. If I just get a lot of Deri buff cards on the draw, that'd be perfect. Deri buff cards. Okay, we didn't get Deri buff card. We can still stall it for a little bit, so this actually might not be the end of the world right here. This lasts for 3 turns, right? So we got to push. Is it next turn? I think it's next turn. That still kind of works out, though. I think. Yeah, I think it should work out nicely. So we go for that, and then I'm going to upgrade. Maybe you should just upgrade Gotha previously. Actually, no, it works fine. Let's upgrade Derieri here. Might as well. Maybe get some more points off using this card next turn. And then let's go for a freeze. Oh, I'm getting nervous, man. This might be the one. We actually might beat the score. Okay, nice. Yeah, we got the remove 2 buffs as well. That's really, really good. Have I got everything I need for the KO, right? I think so. I don't think the second one is going to give me the Fury buff, but I'll just chuck it off anyway. Are we close to max? I think we're like missing 1 potential Fury buff. I think that's it. Okay, we got to pray, man. We got to pray. RNGesus, give us the crit, man. Give us the crit. I'm nervous, boys. I'm nervous. Let's go. Okay, so we freeze. Deri. Merlin. Let's go. Oh, 4.5 million. Yes. Perfect. There we go. Okay. That was not a crit, man. So I think if we crit, it could have been a little bit higher, but it was still like 600,000 damage higher. So, there we go, 4.7! Oh my god! That is amazing, bro. That is so good. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous, man. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a crazy final run. I think that's top 100 for the season guaranteed. But oh my god, that was wild. That was really, really crazy. So yeah, if you did enjoy today's video, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. I'm a little bit baffled by that, man. I honestly was not expecting to beat the score so soon, especially by such a large margin. That is mental, mate. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really, really do appreciate it. Yeah, and if you did enjoy it, please do smash that like button. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.